So we have officially gotten a proper way to get the Great Pumpkin Seed in Roblox Grow a Garden instantly without even having to wait for this thing to come into stock. This has been leaked by the developers themselves, so in today's video we're going to be talking all about it, and maybe, just maybe, we might actually have a method to get the Great Pumpkin Seed instantly. So if you guys don't have the Great Pumpkin Seed already, watch this video all the way to the end. Anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into this. As you guys know, the Great Pumpkin Seed has barely ever been in stock. I think this thing has only been in stock one time, and it was restocked by an admin. So not many people actually have the Great Pumpkin Seed. And I know a lot of people are very disappointed and very upset about the fact that they can't get this very rare seed. But today something absolutely crazy happened. One of the developers of Grow a Garden actually leaked out a future way, or maybe even a way to get the pumpkin seed right now in game for completely free and completely instantly, meaning you don't actually have to go get a notifier or anything like that. All you need to do is do this one thing and you will get the seed instantly. At least that's what the developers say. So first things first, let's go ahead and see what the developers have to say. As you guys can see, here we are in the official Grow a Garden Discord server, and if we go over to leaks right over here and check out what the developers said. So Adrian, one of the owners of Grow a Garden, I guess, says, imagine if we added a secret rituals you had to do to restock the Great Pumpkin. Or are they already there? Who knows? No one will believe you if you found it or didn't. The secrets will stay secrets. And yeah, apparently currently in the game there is a secret way to perform a ritual that gives you guys this Great Pumpkin Seed for completely free. It restocks the Great Pumpkin Seed for you. Now if you have played games like Steal a Brainrot, you already know that that game has a lot of rituals, but here in Grow a Garden we don't really have any sort of rituals except for one. That is right, rituals. The first thing that comes to my mind is the brand new X-Serpent Snake. So as you guys know, we got this brand new pet inside of the new update, and this is the only pet in the game that can perform quote-unquote a ritual. So I have a feeling that this is the pet that might be able to restock the brand new Great Pumpkin Seed. So to perform this ritual, what you have to do is plant 5 single harvest plants inside of a hex circle cosmetic, and every 12 minutes the hex serpent will perform a ritual, consuming the plant, granting random rewards. The rarer the plants, the better the variance, granting better effects. So basically all we need to do is plant a bunch of single harvest crops inside of this guy right over here. This is a cosmetic item that you can buy inside of the marketplace right over there. And yeah, apparently if you go ahead and plant inside of this, you're gonna get a bunch of rewards. Now I went ahead and looked at the wiki for this new pet, and as you guys can see in the wiki, it doesn't really state that you can get the Great Pumpkin out of this. But once again, you gotta keep in mind, guys, doing this ritual is supposed to be a secret, so they would just go ahead and put it inside of the wiki. And guys, this actually works, because check this out, people in the official Grow a Garden Discord server are saying things like, we found the ritual but we don't know how. The pumpkin just appeared on our plot. The ritual is to spend 1200 Robux to restock the Great Pumpkin Seed. Okay, honestly guys, going through the entire Discord server, not many people know what this ritual is, and even if people find out what this ritual actually is, they're not gonna share it, because that's just how things be. But it's still very early stages, so I feel like not many people know what this new ritual is. Okay, so to activate the serpent, we need to go ahead and plant 5 single harvest plants. These must be 5 different single harvest plants, if I'm not wrong. I don't know if you can just use the same one. You know what, we'll try both of them. But as you guys can see, my serpent is about to activate in the next 5 minutes, and I also have 5 different single harvest plants right over here. So let's go ahead and plant each and every one of these right here. Now keep in mind that these plants do have to be grown up by the time the serpent's ability is refreshed. But there you go, all 5 have been planted, and I'm just gonna quickly watering can these just so they are ready for our serpent. But once again, I'm not even sure if the serpent is involved inside of the secret ritual that these devs are talking about. I could be entirely wrong, but honestly guys, I want to go ahead and give it a try. Okay, our plants are done growing, and now we just gotta go ahead and wait for our little snake right over here to go ahead and eat them all. And once again, you are supposed to get these rewards right over here, but again, I just have a strong suspicion that maybe this is how you can spawn in the Great Pumpkin Seed. So yeah, these are supposed to be all of the rewards you're supposed to get get out of this event. But once again, guys, this is such a rare pet to get. I feel like it has to have a secret ability, because right now, this pet is kind of useless. I'm not gonna lie. For those who don't know how you get this pet, this is a 2% chance to get out of the digging quest that usually appears right over here. So that is how you can go ahead and get yourself a Hex Serpent. And once again, with a 2% chance to actually obtain this pet, I feel like its ability should be slightly better than to give us a bunch of harvest tools. You know what I mean? So you know what? Let's keep testing. I'm gonna go ahead and plant a bunch of other plants soon too. But for now, let's wait for this guy's cooldown to go down. It is at 2 minutes right now. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Okay, so new theory time. I think we have to go ahead and put in a specific type of plant inside of the Hex Circle and then wait for the serpent to eat this specific type of plant. And I feel like this specific plant is gonna give us the Great Pumpkin Seed. So yeah, to honestly go ahead and try that out, I have to go ahead and try out every single one of these seeds inside of Grow a Garden. It's gonna be a completely random combination of seeds, and once again, I don't feel like they're gonna make this easy. They're gonna make this very, very difficult to do, because yeah, this is one of the rarest seeds and one of the most hyped up seeds in Grow a Garden in a very, very long time. But yeah, this is just a theory. You guys can go ahead and try it out right now too in game, and who knows, maybe one of you guys might get lucky and actually get yourself the new Great Pumpkin Seed. Also, my serpent just failed because apparently my parasol flower is not done growing. I'm not sure why it did that. As you guys can see, the parasol flower is not multi-harvest. I'm confused. I am very, very confused right now. Okay, guess I have to go ahead and wait another 5 minutes. Okay, so I was just going through my Duskus server, and this guy right over here apparently found a way to actually do this. So it's gotta be a Halloween night. You gotta go ahead and hold a pumpkin in 3 different positions, and then he goes ahead and lists out a bunch of steps. Honestly, I don't understand this, so I just asked him to join me in the game, and here we are in a server right now. And yeah, it's gonna be a Halloween night, which happens every single time the shop pops up. So we do gotta go ahead and wait for the shop to pop up, and once the shop does pop up, I think you need a bunch of people. Once again, I'm gonna ask him, but we're gonna go ahead and try this out right now. Right, so the event is about to start in just a few seconds, but as you guys can see, we are just gonna go ahead and add a bunch of pumpkins inside of the new Hex Serpent circle. And yeah, we have a bunch of people in the server right now. We're all gonna be holding out pumpkins inside of the circle. Maybe, hopefully, this is how you do the ritual, but there's only one way to find out, which is by trying it out. So let's do this. Okay, boys and girls, ritual is about to start. I'm gonna hold out my pumpkin, and I guess, what do I need to do? Yeah, we're all just kind of holding out the pumpkin right now, doing absolutely nothing. Is something supposed to happen? Well, that's just disappointing. Maybe we have to go stand inside of the Hex Circle or something. Yeah, I don't think this works, guys. I don't think it's gonna be that easy anyways, but I have more theories. Alright, boys and girls, back to the serpent. As you guys can see, in 20 seconds, this guy is gonna go ahead and eat all of our single harvest plants right over here. Alright, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Here he goes. Okay, he's eating them all, and ooh, oh my god, that actually gave me a bunch of rewards. So we got a bunch of shekels, a bunch of watering cans, a bunch of pumpkin, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest, guys. Doing this ritual is not going to be easy. I feel like it's going to matter on a various bunch of circumstances. For example, I think you need to have the marketplace or the pumpkin event active. Maybe you have to go ahead and plant a jack-o'-lantern inside of the circle, maybe a bunch of golden goose. Guys, I've heard people talking about so many random plants that you have to go ahead and plant inside of this circle right over here. But for now, what we know is that you need to go ahead and use the Hex Serpent with the brand new Hex Pet. So yeah, that is what we know so far. That is what most people think is going to be the answer to actually doing this event. But once again, currently, guys, nobody knows how to actually do this event. Once I do find out a method to get this event working, to get myself a bunch of these brand new pumpkin seeds, I'll let you guys know. So go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, and hey, go ahead and try this ritual out for yourself. See if you can go ahead and get yourself this brand new Great Pumpkin Seed for free. But anyways, guys, that's everything I have for this video. If you found it helpful, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 400k. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.